My name is Julia Kimball, and today I'll be bringing you an informative speech on sustainability. I believe that sustainability is an important issue that needs to be discussed, and that is why I chose this topic. Sustainability, small efforts of sustainability, can have a great impact in a large way. Sustainability is really hard to accomplish because of the way that the world is set up, but the more effects of sustainability, the greater the world can be. Have you ever been somewhere and you bought a product and it had a lot of excess packaging and your only option was to throw it in the waste bin because there wasn't a recycling bin around? This might seem like a small event, but this can have a great impact as much plastic ends up in wastelands. Over the years, only 9% of plastic that has ever been produced has actually been recycled. My goal for you is to, after you listen to this speech, is to better understand the world of sustainability and how efforts such as recycling and composting have a great impact. First, I will be talking about why sustainability is important. Sustainability is important because it is a global issue that affects people all over the world. The carbon footprint of the world can be diminished by positive effects of sustainability. Sustainability can present itself in many ways, not just recycling. It can also be presented in food waste, water, and energy. Recycling is a way to conserve energy and lessen the carbon footprint. A recent effort of sustainability that has been put into effect is the push for the use of metal and paper straws. This is because over 500 million straws each year are used on a daily basis, and that is represented in a study done by Shaw and his colleagues. Next, I will be explaining to you the benefits of sustainability. The benefits of a small change in your routine of your sustainability, such as recycling and composting in home and while you're out in public, or waiting until you get home to complete these efforts, can have a large impact on the carbon footprint of the world. A small effort of sustainability not only affects you in your area, but the whole world. Next, I will be talking about why it is important to be educated on sustainability and have knowledge of it. This is because hazardous waste consistently grows and becomes a large issue across the world. More and more people are littering, and this needs to be diminished. It's important that people try to recycle more than just throw into the waste bin. This is an issue because it is very easy to throw things in the waste bin because in most cases that's all that is open, and that's the only option. In a study by Emmanuel, it was found that renewable energy, conservation, recycling, and land development, water management, and disposal were the biggest issues of sustainability. Next, I will be talking more about the issues in sustainability. The issues in sustainability include the way that people market their products. There's a lot of excess packaging in products that isn't necessary and becomes an issue, and it is made of completely plastic and no recycled materials. This creates an influx of waste because it cannot be thrown in the recycling bins, and this is an issue that many companies present. Another issue is that when we look around in our world and what is offered to us, a compost bin is not given to households on a normal basis, and especially in our area because it is not seen as common. Also, recycling bins are not common out in public, which makes it easier for people to throw things into the waste. In another study done by Emmanuel, there is an issue of a knowledge and commitment gap to the efforts of sustainability. Next, I will be talking more about the education versus commitment gap. So being educated on sustainability is important because it's important to understand the topic so that you can practice it. But there are many people, in a study done on college campuses, there was a survey done on college students to see how educated they were on sustainability. And they learned that the issue was that they were educated, but their campus didn't make it easy for them to practice these practices. And therefore there was a commitment gap because they couldn't commit to it if they didn't have the resources. I thought this was an interesting study because we are all college students and this could apply to us once we're on campus. So now I will continue talking about why it is difficult to implement sustainability. Overlooking the price of plastic and the issues that it causes and the gas emissions, there are many other issues that are less noticeable that have an impact on sustainability. These would be things such as food waste, energy, water management, as I mentioned earlier. And a study done by Di Giovanni, it was found that an estimated 1/3 of food is lost or wasted, while 1 billion people in the world on a daily basis go hungry. This doesn't seem like a sustainability issue on the outside, but when you look deeper into it, it is. These are not normally accounted for in sustainability because sustainability is seen solely as an issue of recycling. I will now give more examples on sustainability. More issues of sustainability are things such as food waste, water safety, and the use of energy. Things such as computers and houses and cars, even when they're turned off, can still use energy while we are away from them. The issues of sustainability is that these things are hard to get around, and the way that our world is organized, these are hard to avoid. Finally, I will give a few examples of sustainability in our world. Each year, there are 4 weeks in a year that are lost due to the use of paper files, when electronic files could be filed and could save much more paper and much more recycling from being done because they're just electronic files. Other examples of this would be switching your light bulbs from iridescent to LED to save about 70% of power. In conclusion, since I have given an overview of sustainability and how it impacts the planet, I hope that you have a greater understanding of how small efforts of sustainability can affect the world as a whole. With this knowledge, I hope that you do as you wish, and now that you know more about sustainability, you can practice these efforts and hopefully recycle and compost more. Thank you.